right. So we are reading from the Quran. This is chapter 12, and we're going to do kind of an analysis between two. So this is a bit long, but I think what we read was actually longer. We read 14 chapters. So this is one chapter. I would say probably the biblical account might be maybe 2 times this amount. We can calculate that. I can find that out. Just finding this out real quick. Okay, so I'm going to share this screen here so we can see. It says the Quranic account is 111 verses, and the biblical account is around 153 verses. So it's a bit more, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. All right, here we go. Oh, that's cool. Here we go. I mean, I can read in Arabic too if you want. My Arabic's better than my Hebrew, but I can read this too, so you can kind of get the idea of what it sounds like in Arabic. So this is what it says. In Arabic, it says Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, which means in the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Alif Lam Ra, Tilka Ayatul Kitab al-Mubin. And that means Alif Lam Ra. These are like mysterious letters. And it says, these are the verses of the clear book. Then it says, Inna anzalnahu Qur'anan Arabiyan la'allakum ta'qilun. And that means, indeed, we have sent it down as the Arabic Quran so that you may understand. Then it says, Nahnu naqusu alayka ahsana al-qasasi bima أوحينا إليك هذا القرآن وإن كنت من قبله لمن الغافلين. And then it says, we relate to you, O Prophet, the best of stories through our revelation of this Quran, though before this you were totally unaware of them. So now we're going into the narration of the Prophet Joseph here. It says, إِذْ قَالَ يُوسُفُ لِأَبِيهِ يَا أَبَتِ إِنِّي رَأَيْتُ أَحَدَ عَشَرَ كَوْكَبًا والشمس والقمر رأيتهم لي ساجدين. And then this is what we kind of see from the biblical narrative here. And it says, remember when Joseph said to his father, "O my dear father, indeed I dreamt of 11 stars and the sun and the moon and I saw them prostrating to me. We can look, I think after this we'll look at like a very close by close analysis so we can just kind of see what this looks like in comparison. But I'll continue right now. Then it says, قال يا بني لا تقصص رؤياك على إخواتك فيكيدوا لك كيدا إن الشيطان لل للإناس إنسان عدو مبين. And it says, he replied, "O my dear son, do not relate your vision to your brothers, or they will devise a plot against you. Surely Satan is a sworn enemy to humankind." وَكَذَلِكَ يَجْتَبِيكَ رَبُّكَ وَيُعَلِّمُكَ من تأويل الأحاديث ويتم نعمته عليك وعلى آل يعقوب كما أتمها على أبويك من قبل إبراهيم وإسحاق إن ربك عليم حكيم. And then it says, "And so will your Lord choose you, O Joseph, and teach you the interpretation of dreams, and perfect his favor upon you and the descendants of Jacob, just as he once perfected it upon your forefathers, Abraham and Isaac. Surely your Lord is all-knowing, all-wise." We'll probably go to verse 20 for today. It says, لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي يُوسُفَ وَإِخْوَاتِهِ آيَاتٌ لِلسَّائِلِينَ. Indeed, in the story of Joseph and his brothers, there are lessons for all who ask. إِذْ قَالُوا لَا يُوسُفُ وَأَخُوهُ must be brothers, أَخُوهُ أَحَبُّ إِلَى أَبِينَا مِنَّا وَنَحْنُ أُصْبَةٌ إِنَّ أَبَانَا لَفِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. Remember, they said to one another, "Surely Joseph and his brothers, Benjamin," and that's in parentheses. That's not in the Quran. There's not a lot of direct specifics, so we'll see that. "Are more beloved to our father than we. Even though we are a group of so many, indeed our father is clearly mistaken." We're going to get a Qatilu here. أقتل يوسف أطرحه أرضا يخلو لكم وجه أبيكم وتكونوا من بعده قوما صالحين. And then it says, "Kill Joseph or cast him out to some distant land, so that our father's attention will be only ours. Then after that you may repent and become righteous people." So far the narrative is pretty close from what we've seen. It's a similar kind of narrative, but I think we're going to see that there might be some variance between both. قال قائل منهم لا تقتلوا يوسف والقوه في غيابات الجب يلتقطه بعض السيارات إن كنتم فاعلين. And that means one of them said, "Do not kill Joseph," But if you must do something, throw him into the bottom of a well, so perhaps he may be picked up by some travelers. قالوا يا أبانا ما لك لا تأمنا على يوسف وإنا له لناصحون. I can probably put on the words here too so you can see it. They said, "Oh, our father, why do you not trust us with Joseph, although we truly wish him well? Um, أرسله معنا غدا يرتع ويلعب وأنا له لحافظون." Send him out with us tomorrow, so that he may enjoy himself and play, and we will really watch over him. قال إني لا يحزنني أن تذهبوا به وأخاف أن يأكله الذئب وأنتم عنه غافلون. He responded, "It would truly sadden me if you took him away with you, and I fear that a wolf may devour him while you are negligent of him." قالوا لئن أكله كله كله الذئب ونحن أصبعة إنا إذا خاسرون. They said, "If a wolf were to devour him, despite our strong group, then we would certainly be losers." So we saw in the other narrative there isn't really a mentioning of a wolf. So this is an interesting kind of departure between the two different narratives. فلما ذهبوا به وأجمعوا أن يجعلوه في غيابات الجب وأوحينا إليه لتنبئنهم بأمرهم هذا وهم لا يشعرون. And so, when they took him away and decided to throw him into the bottom of the well, we inspired him. One day you will remind them of this deed of theirs, while they are unaware of who you are. جاءوا أباؤهم إشاء يبكون. So then they returned to their father in the evening, weeping. Okay. It says, قالوا يا أبانا إنا ذهبنا نستبق وتركنا يوسف عند متاعنا فأكله الذئب وما أنت يا يؤمن لنا ولو كنا صادقين. And it said, they cried, "Our father, we went racing and left Joseph and our belongings, and a wolf devoured him. But you will not believe us, no matter how truthful we are." وجاءوا على قميصه بدم كاذب قال بل سولت لكم أنفسكم أم أم أمره آه، فصب فصبر جميل والله المستعان. And they brought his shirt stained with false blood. He responded, "No, your souls must have tempted you to do something evil. So I can only endure with a beautiful patience. It is Allah's help that I seek your uh, ورداهم فأدلى دلحه قال يا بشرى هذا آه، غلام وأسره بدعاء والله عليم بما يعملون. And they came some travelers, and they sent their water boy, who let down his bucket into the well. He cried out, "Oh, what a great find! Here is a boy!" And they took him secretly to be sold. To be sold is in parentheses as merchandise. But Allah is all knowing of what they did. And then it says, "Wa sharrahu bi thamanin bi بخس دراهم معدودة وكانوا فيه من الزاهدين." So it says they later sold him for a cheap price, just a few silver coins, only wanting to get rid of him. So we're going to stop there. And this is kind of interesting. It's an interesting analysis so far. I think we're going to go deeper into this, but there's definitely some similarities and there's some differences that we see. Like the wolf narrative, it doesn't mean that they're necessarily contradicting, but they are different. In the space of, there isn't a lot of specifics that we see about, the death of Joseph, that you see what is claimed to be the death. It's more that he's thrown into a well and his garment is rent. That's what they said. But there's kind of a big focus on the accusation of a wolf. It kind of goes a little bit more depth in the Bible so far about what happens in the well, that actually the brothers try to save him, try to sell him into slavery. But basically what happens is but the ultimate element is he gets caught and then he gets sold into slavery. So I do find it strange. I'm just thinking about that if someone sees someone in a well, that at that time that they thought that they would have a right to capture that person instead of just helping them. It seems like a very disturbing time to live in, that this could exist. That's not what I'm thinking about. If I see someone at the bottom of a well, I'm like, how do I help this person get them out so they can live their life? Not, oh, this is a great find and this is something that I can do. I can, I basically get to kidnap this person and sell them. Like, I don't know. It just seems like you kind of have to be a kind of a grotesque kind of a person to do that. But that's what I think. But just sharing everything here. Oh, you did see the tackle. Yeah, I did that during COVID, actually. The karate, it was like a kickboxing test. So we had to do it virtually. I passed my test, though, so I did all the things I needed to do. Oh, there's a cat there. That's cute. Yes, I know a little bit more Farsi because it's similar to like the Urdu and stuff. Like I've been interested in the South Asian languages, so yeah. I know I did the best I could with my recitation of this. I would actually do the Hebrew too, but it's going to take me a lot longer. This is easier. I have more comfortability with this text than I do with Hebrew. My Hebrew is not very good. Um, like when I did my bar mitzvah, it took me a very, very long time to like actually learn how to read it. So, yeah, the ring, that is interesting. Like the Lord of the Ring. It's very good, Iran. Let's see. All right. Do we have any questions before we go? We're going to finish this because I think that will be good. I think that's a good thing because we're interested in interfaith comparative analysis and just interested in your ideas of what you feel. I think from my reading of the biblical text and the Quranic text, this is the most similar in comparison from beat to beat. Also, you don't usually have a Quranic narrative that's pretty. Once we can talk about the Quran, but usually Quran goes from theme to theme to theme. It's very different than like the Bible, where it's very much like point A to point C, except in the narrative that we read of Joseph, where there was a direction talking about Judah. There was one chapter where we kind of were a little bit displaced from that. So, just say for a second. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but it's very disturbing if you think about that. The idea that people would sell people for slavery, it's just a very disturbing situation. So, yeah. Do you want to say goodbye? So, are you going to come here, or do you want to?
It's so small.
Yeah, I know because I have the script up.
Oh, it's too small.
Okay, you just say goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right. All right. She's saying goodbye, and she says shalom. Yeah, that's my mom. She says shalom to you.
Shalom Aleichem.
She's shalom alaikum. Yeah, that's my mom right there.
Aleichem Shalom.
You're cute. All right. So, anything else? Oh, she said they said, Mama Isa, God bless you. Oh, I have to tell you, my mom's name is actually Mariam or Miriam or Mary, and my name is Isa or Jesus. So it's a kind of a funny joke that my name is Jesus, son of Mary. So she always likes to say that. She wanted me to say that before, so I remember. Yes, Jesus, son of Miriam. They said shalom, Miriam. We love you.
I love you too.
Okay. All right. I think we're going to go now, and then we're going to do probably maybe 3 or 4 more parts of this. And then we're going to sending love and prayers to you.
Thank you.
She said thank you. They said yes. So, yes, we are going to end the stream. And I think this is interesting. We can learn a lot about this and just, kind of see what the different texts say. And it's all about learning and growing. And then some we're going to have fun. We're going to watch a movie or a game. Next movie might be easier to set up because I have to get a PC and everything set up for that. But all right. Well, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.